everybody, welcome back to the shop for another exciting episode. How to build an A-10 warthog 10 minutes at a time, baby, or 20 or something like that. Okay guys, I've got my fuel tanks in there. I just cut out that piece I told you I was going to and slid them down. Now I got a nice little tray for my UATs. Bam! Remember that I made yesterday? That goes right there. Now the only question is, where do I put the air cylinders? Okay, it won't fit there. Plus that's my CSU, my central mess zone unit. System, unit, zone, whatever you want to call it. So, I got to take these air tanks and I got to put them somewhere. These things are light, you know. There's a good spot back there, plenty of room, but that's kind of behind the CG. Guys, ultimately, right here would be a really good spot, but it don't kind of fit in there very well, kind of lopsided and roll around. No good mountain system. So what I did, so I took me a piece of balsa wood, okay, set these tanks on it, drew a circle, cut them out, cut them in half, then cut them out with a bandsaw. Now I'm going to put them right on the CG, right there. That way they can be removable. I don't really want to glue them in because I got a bunch of cords. I want to run them on the bottom and stuff, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that half there. Then I'm going to put this half right there on the back. I got me a nice little lightweight support. That goes right on the CG. That's better than after the CG. You know, there's just no good place up front to put them without clogging everything up. So that's where they're going. Guys, you know it's real important to get everything as far forward as possible. But then, you still got to have it somewhat neat. You know, you just can't pile, well you can. I mean, you can just pile everything up front. But you're going to have a cluster that is such a mess. And I hate doing that. And them tanks are so lightweight. You know, that's just, if I got to put another 2 ounces up front to make up for it, then 2 ounces just ain't that much. You know? I don't even think it really took that much. I'm going to break out a new magazine. Up another magazine. So you guys gotta put them old model magazines to work instead of just being cluttered. They ain't good for nothing except for recycling. And it takes a whole truckload of paper just to get a little bit of money. So this is my best recycling value right here. I use them for Bondo. I use them to make my pastry bags. I use them as a mixing board. And just tear off another page. Alright. Now. And this will give me a nice shelf on top of these too, where I can put my ECUs without them being way deep in there. You know what I mean? There, Vern? Okay. Now, I'm just going to put that right there. Bam. Just like so. See that right on that main spark tube? Oh, and I was almost thinking about putting one tank up here and then getting a smaller one for the brake valve. I was going to put the one tank up here on the top, but it's got this rod that runs through the top of the fuselage right there. I was going to get a small one for the brake valve right there, but I hate them little bitty tanks, especially for brakes, because you run out so quick. You know, so I have decided to do this. Okay. Fix up a little mold. Seen a movie tonight I ain't seen in 30 years. It's still on, matter of fact. The Warriors, remember that movie? I have not seen that movie since I was 16 years old. I remember it though. That was the big thing, man. Everyone had to see the Warriors. That was the talk of the school. Warriors, come out and play. That dude was schizo, man. He was a good actor. I like that guy. Played in several other movies since then. Okay. This one just goes right across here. We don't want to overdo the epoxy. Because overkill is overweight. You guys know the rule. Okay, and put a little your excess glue on there. Mash it down into there. When it sets up, breaks off clean. Here's your tip of the day. Okay. Well, this one needs to be just pretty much even with the bulkhead. Yeah, we're gonna go get in a rumble. The Warriors are cool. We all know they got set up. It was a setup, man. Well, that crazy dude. That crazy dude set him up. Now this is I'll get my fat hands in there. See? Bam. That's just coming out splendidly. Splendidly. Okay, that's done. Bam. Now, what I gotta do is make me another tray. I kind of wish I'd have made this one a little longer. I'll put the fuel pumps on the same board. That was about that much longer. I don't know. That's going to put them back right on the CG. Maybe I should just put them back down here. And one of our fans worried about the length of the fuel lines. No, guys, that's really not an issue, because once your lines are full of air, you know, it counts at the turbine, not at the fuel pump. You know what I mean? And it's all controlled by the ECU, by the turbine, not the fuel pump. You know, so if it's not when it reaches its max RPM, it shuts the fuel pump. You know, that's as far as it's going to go, and temperature and all that, and RPM. I'm not too worried about the length of the fuel lines. You know, they was that long on my Thunder Chief. I had the ECU up and fuel pump up front. No issues. You know. So I'm not really worried about that. And run them lines right there on the bottom, straight shot. So not a big deal. It's just going to conceal them well. There, they got a little bit of weight to them. We got them as far forward as I can get them. Because remember, guys, if I go stacking everything back up there, it's going to take way too much lead up front. I don't want to put too much back there. I just want to put the ECUs. And thinking about making these. Putting these are them onboard ground units, you know. And I was thinking about making some kind of a flip up deal, so you know, you could actually, you don't have to look inside of it, because the wings here, it's going to be kind of awkward looking in there trying to read that. But if I can make them things flip up, that would be cool, you know. And then you could just flip it up when you started the turbines, and you could, you know, monitor them both. Without having to, you know, look down in there. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to work on that tonight. That's my project tonight. So, come back. I got to finish watching the Warriors, guys. It's getting good. I just had to make y'all a video. But I'm going to keep plugging on it. Once meet the Warriors and keep trucking away, and I'll be back with some more A-10 building action, baby. St. Bob time. St. Bob station. See, it's just twirl. It's all about the twirl. That's what